get that all cut out, which is very traumatizing, I guess we'll say, to the piece, and nothing cracked, nothing broke. So, yay. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things. And we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we're doing quite a bit different. And if you'd like to get caught up on those differences, there's always a link down in the description to a playlist, get you completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is, well, finishing the chassis, in which we've been finishing for quite a while. And I know everybody's tired of seeing the chassis. I'm tired of seeing the chassis. The comments section is tired of seeing the chassis, but got to get it finished before we can move on. So what I've done is cleaned up where let's see if I make sure I get this in screen. We cleaned up right here where we're putting in our drive shaft tunnel. I also finished cleaning up the rear. Who am I kidding? That's not what we're here to see. I did do those little things, but what we're actually here to see is I finally did it. I finally broke down and said, I've just got to do it. And I have now Frenched in the passenger side tail light. And I don't know how much I showed of this on the driver's side, so I thought I'd quickly kind of go through the process. Basically, it's just a matter of cutting out the tail light from the old Bronco body. I trimmed it down. I basically trimmed it down to the same size that I trimmed this one down so I could use the same reference points on this side. And it's been a while since I did this one, so I kind of had to remember those reference points. And then I just take that piece and trace it out onto the rear fender. So just trace around it and then get the cutting. I used a saw, I used an X-Acto. I just did everything I could to cut it. And this is where it was key because, you know, we've done all this bodywork. In fact, you can kind of see the bodywork. We're still needing to clean all this up, but we did all this bodywork and there's two fenders that are actually fused together here. So that's why it's so important when you do these parts, you use some good glue and you use some good filler and you use good stuff. So I was able to get that all cut out, which is very traumatizing, I guess we'll say, to the piece, and nothing cracked, nothing broke. So yay. But then basically I glued it in. And speaking of glue, I used some thick CA glue. I used the thick Starbond CA glue. I don't have a bottle here. I have a bottle of the thin stuff, but I used the thick stuff. And the thick stuff will fill the gaps. By the way, if you want to get a discount on it, down in the description, 10% discount. In that, the thick viscosity glue comes in so much use for filling gaps like I had to do around the cutout here. And then after that was cut out, I'm able to just smear in some filler, some U-pole filler. Again, good filler, good real body filler. Smeared it in and then sanded it down. Just sanded it down as best I could. Obviously, the first go, and we can see now. Here, let me see if I can get it in the light where you can kind of see. You know, we still have our rough spots. We still have some work to do. I'm going to come back with another. This is the same way I did on this side, by the way. I'll come back with another skim coat of filler, body filler, real body filler, U-pole body filler. Sand it down as smooth as I can. And then, which I need to do here, this whole fender, because I haven't done it yet, is going to get skimmed with spot putty. And so we'll spot putty all this, and then that's when I'll go in with the finer sandpapers and get it done. And that's all going to get done later today. You can kind of see the end result here on this side. Basically, we've done that on this side too. And you know, if you remember right, we completely reworked these fenders, but including Frenching in the taillight. So this has been skimmed twice with body filler, and once with skim. I still need to work right here is the only spot, and that this filler primer is going to take care of what's left here. So basically anything left on this side, the filler primer that I've been spraying on here, that's going to be enough to clean all this up. Oh, you know what? I say that, but I do need to go in. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but where's something I can point with? I need to go in and fill right here. I've got a little bad spot right there. Anyways, that'll have. So once I've done that, once that's done, all the body work on the chassis unit, that's what we're calling it, the chassis unit, will be done. I just need to fabricate in the rest of the transmission tunnel. And that's it. And I can do that. I think should be able to finish all this today. So what that means is maybe tomorrow I'm not making any promises. That's why I chuckle. But maybe tomorrow this could be in paint. Now, what is tomorrow? Definitely by Friday. That's probably, but maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna try. I'm shooting for tomorrow. I think I can get. It's the only thing is, yeah, I end up finding other. Oh, I forgot. I need to go in with a. What I'll do is I'll go in with a pencil or a pen, and I'll mark all these spots like right here. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but there's a nick right here. I need to body work that. Like I'll go through and do all that. Try to get it all done. A lot of times it gets to be so nitpicky that it takes longer than you expect, but I'm gonna try to have it done tomorrow, have this in paint tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, I did want to show you too, the tail lights, or lenses, I should say the tail light lenses. So I have shaved this one down, and I don't know if I've shown this yet or not. So it sits much flusher, and I think, I think I'm gonna go even, I think I'm gonna go even flusher more. So we can see how that fits in like so. This is the side that's done. I have yet to, so we can see what the original width, or how much the original lights, or lenses, I should say, the lenses would stick out. They would stick way out so far that they pointed the wrong direction. I want to point them straight back. Now I've got the right angle on this lens. I've gotten it flattened out, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it back even more. Now I do want it to stick out just a little bit. I do want it to protrude the housing, I guess we'll call it, just a little bit, but not much. Not much. So I might come back just a little bit more. You can let me know what you think, but that's what they're going to look like there. Let's look at it. I don't know if I've done this before. How's that going to look with the bumper? I need to get this bumper in primer so it kind of matches and it'll look better. So the bumper is going to sit right, let me make sure I got it centered, right about there. And I think that's going to look pretty good. I think that's going to look, yeah, I think that'll look all right. I still need to, that bumper's about where it's going to be. Yeah, about where it's going to be. I'm going to have to take some material off the bottom because I think that's going to hold us up, isn't it? Let me see. Let's set it down. Maybe not. Maybe not. If I do, it's just going to be a little bit. So that's pretty much how that's going to go. I need to get that in primer. In fact, I can probably get it in primer. And if I have this shaped the way I want it, I'm probably glue it in place because I got to put, you can see one thing I've got to do, because this will probably get all painted as one unit, I would think. It makes sense. But I do have to put, I think you can probably see a filler. You can probably see my finger back behind there. A filler piece back behind the bumper there, right back here, just to fill that step. That's no big deal, but I don't know, let me know what you think. I think that tail light and everything's going to look, well, if I could hold things in place, I think that tail light's going to look pretty good. Yeah, I do think I'm going to flush it out a little bit. I do need to get this glued in place also. I think I'm going to have to do that because I think I really do want to fill in these gaps. Like I want to make this all one frame rail, so I'll need to fill that in. But anyways, was the main chore today. Took me, I think this process, including the dry time of the putty and all that, took a couple hours. A lot of that time was the putty dry, the filler drying, glue drying, filler drying, all that kind of stuff. But we got it done, and that is a huge, huge relief to me. And even better than that, I think we did pretty good on getting them lined up. I think we did pretty good. So once we get the lenses in, they'll stand out. They'll stand out a little more, and that'll really answer that question. But just looking at it, looks pretty darn good. So I'm going to get back to work at this. I'm going to finalize this up. I really do want to have this in paint for you guys tomorrow. I want to be done with the chassis. You guys want to be done with the chassis. I want to get the chassis done. So if you're enjoying this, hit the subscribe button. It really does help around here. Leave me a comment. That's what really helps here on the YouTubes. The algorithms, they like those comments. So if you would, leave me a comment down there. I really do appreciate it. One, I appreciate it. Two, YouTube appreciate it. Just hit that like button, hit the subscribe, do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I got to get this in the paint. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.